Hanging out here with Dylan Zacharias, zooming in to show you that we are far away from him. He has a couple of race cars here tonight. He has a Sportsman and a 358. I got confused. This is the Sportsman that's behind you right now, right?
Yep.
Okay. So how much Sportsman, how much 358, how much have you been racing?
Well, we've done the Sportsman all year here, and the plan was to do here Fulton and Utica. We got one in a Utica, and then they shut back down, and obviously Fulton hasn't opened up all year, so we've been up here and running the Sportsman every week and just kind of been mixing in some 358 stuff when the time was right. And my plan was to run the 358 for the 6 races I'm allowed and then move up after the points were over. But now that the rules changed, we're probably going to
just happened, right? That rule change?
Yeah, this week actually, because I actually hit 6 last week and I was going to move up this week and just run the modified. But they actually changed the rules because of COVID and like how the schedule worked out this year, and with Oswego going to 6 races now instead of 1 race, which, I mean, technically ain't Oswego, I guess it's dirt week. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they changed it to kind of just not count towards anybody's races or lifetime total for the...
Good idea, right? I mean, I can certainly understand, right? I mean, this is a year like no other.
Yeah, and, you know, in my opinion, the rule needs to be changed anyways, because after trying to do the move up to 6 races and... After 6 races, I mean, and... You know, you really don't learn enough in 6 races to move up to small block next year. So I think the rule needs to be expanded to, 10, 12 races, or maybe let somebody like me who just moved up their first year, let them run a full season at a track to get experience. Because 6 races, you run 1 week and then you have to wait 2 or 3 weeks for it to make sense. And I don't know. In my opinion, the rule needs to be changed.
As far as, I know some tracks have they don't like what you're doing tonight. Did you have to buy 2 passes to get in tonight?
Well, with the entry fee, I had to pay both entry fees.
Oh, there's entry fees for tonight here at Canyon.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
They've been doing that all year, where it's like been $150 to get in, but you get 4 pit passes along with yours, and that's includes their pit passes. Right? No, if you spread it out, it's really not that bad, and you get people to pay their pit passes that are coming in with you. Mm-hmm. It really doesn't. It's no different from racing, if you went to a regular night without COVID.
Mm-hmm. Now, if it's just me and my buddy, we could just individually buy passes, right?
Yeah, they have a tent set up out there that you can buy individual passes. I think they're a little bit more than what they would be if you came in with a team, but you can still get in.
Yeah, because not everybody even has 4 people on their team, so...
Yeah, that's what you actually find a lot of people like me. I mean, I run 2 cars, so I get 8 passes for the night. If my whole family comes, then it's
worth it.
We only have 1 empty spot, but tonight it's just a few of us, so we run out of passes.
What have you been doing during this last 6 months? You still working?
Well, I got laid off for a couple months there, before, because I work for Peters still, and we just stopped working there because it didn't look like we were ever going to race this year. So before we actually went to North Carolina with the Deo stuff, I was off for a couple months before that week, but yeah, I mean, honestly, it was kind of hard to find motivation to do anything. You're sitting at home for 2-3 months just hanging out and doing nothing, and race cars were ready, and it's really hard to just find motivation to do anything. Honestly, did a lot of iRacing.
See, I'm new at that, so we'll talk about that after I shut the camera off here, because I know a lot of you guys don't do it, so I don't want to sit here and have you listen to that. But it's amazing how they always talk about the new normal. That new normal is sitting at home and watching TV and watching old TV shows and stuff could become a new normal real fast, can't it?
Yeah, I hate hearing that whole new normal thing,
I don't want it, I want the old normal.
All this stuff, it's, they say, oh, this is going to be the new normal, and it's just...
Damn well better not be.
No, I agree.
Now, as far as the racing, how has things been here at Can-Am? They are part of Oktoberfest. They're going to be here on the Friday night. Small box and Sportsman, I believe, that night, correct?
Yeah, they do, I believe. And, yeah, I mean, Can-Am's been pretty good. Bartlett's got the place in really good condition. We were planning on running here all year before COVID hit anyways, and it all just worked out that more people ended up coming up here to race with us. And the competition's been tough in the Sportsman. We ended up second in points, and that was really good.
Yeah.
With the talent pool that's here week in, week out is second to none. What ended up here this year, so.
Of course, big changes in the off season with the changing of the track. There will be some people listening to this who haven't been to Can-Am this year, and I've heard various things about how different it is. So you tell me, how different is it now versus a year ago today?
I only ran once here before this year.
Okay.
Honestly, it's I'm still running the same gear. I mean, it's no different gear-wise, so
Okay.
can't be making that much of a difference. 1 and 2 is no different from what I remember. 3 and 4 is more of a stop-and-go type deal now, and before it was kind of longer
Sweep
and
deal,
sweeping.
right?
Yeah.
Kind of like a smaller rolling wheels, people told me, right?
Yeah, in a way, but every track still has their little quirks to it and characteristics. But 3 and 4 is definitely more of a, if you want to run the bottom, you kind of got to come to a stop, turn the car right in the middle of the corner, and then just drive straight off.
And correct me if I'm wrong on this, but stop and go in tight corners are what make for good racing, do they not?
Yeah, that's when the best racing happens, in my opinion, is when you get that stop and go on the bottom, but people can still roll the middle and keep the momentum rolled up. And
Yeah, or just try to blast the top.
Yeah.
But
here the top has been a very fine line, and a lot of people have found that fine line. And
Well, I've heard week to week it's kind of a fine line. If a little heavier and you get a little cushion, well, now everybody's up there, right?
Yeah, and you're up here in the north too. The weather's up here is a little different too. It's colder up here, and so from week to week, this has probably been one of the most challenging situations of my 5 years in sportsman. Of you watching the track every week, because it's been completely different every week.
How much are we doing during Oktoberfest, or do we know?
I'm not really. I don't
Or
really
might
know.
you be working that weekend?
Yeah,
instead?
well, that's what. Either way, I'm going to be at all of them.
Okay.
If it's working or racing. But my hopes are to do the 3 nights that have the 358s, and probably do the 358 and the Sportsman, which are here, Fulton, and Utica. So
Yeah, and that's what I understood. This is how I'm remembering it now. The 358s are racing at the tracks that have 358s as the headliner. So it's Utica Rome here on Wednesday, Can-Am on Friday, and Fulton the night before on Thursday, correct?
Yes.
Gotcha. Well, nice you get 3 nights in a row.
Yeah, that's the best part. Is I think that's what's going to make it doable for me, is that all 3 nights are just in a row. I don't have to go stop for a night, go back to work, come back, race. So it'll make more sense for me to do the 3 nights in a row.
Well, it's good to see you, man. I hope things go well for you tonight. Maybe I'll talk to you at the end of the night, okay?
Thanks. Yeah, I hope so.
Look down in the bottom right corner. You'll see that little blue E. I don't have money to get a logo yet, so I don't want to waste the money. I got other stuff I got to buy. So click on that. It gives you a subscription. It just lets you know we're doing something cool. And as always, share and like. Good to see you, man. You have fun.
Thank you, Doug.